I have a new fall backdrop. Hi, SJ, Marie, Sharon, Lulu, Patricia. Welcome, everybody. Let me know that you can hear and see me okay. Just going to bring this down a little bit. Hi, Christopher, June. Welcome. It's nice and sunny here in New England. We had an awful lot of rain yesterday. It was a real downpour, but it is very humid still. The humidity is hanging out around 100%. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Sandy. Welcome, everyone. Melinda, Jennifer. Oh, fine in Phoenix, Sarah. So we have a lot to cover. As always, every week is, when I first started my channel, I was thinking I'm going to run out of things to talk about, but every week there's more and more for us to read on and to look at. So unbelievable. Okay, so everybody's coming in. Perfect. All right, so I wanted to talk about some of the things that really aren't getting much attention per se. So I was reading something about Disney's CEO. His name is Bob Chapek, and I got a psychic hit about him. And I really haven't heard a lot about him. He's not someone that really makes the news. People aren't really talking about him. But I really felt like in the very near future, he's going to really be coming under fire. And I don't see him staying as Disney CEO. So I thought that we could pull a few cards on him. When I did a little bit of looking into, why that could happen, apparently people are very dissatisfied with some of his new policies. So if you stay at a Disney hotel, you have to pay for parking now. He got rid of the food passes, all those sort of things, right? So he made a lot of changes that people aren't very happy about. So let's see. So Bob Chapek is his name. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, things are going to be kind of rocky for him. So here he is trying to juggle and balance everything. Now, I do know that obviously there was issues, right, with DeSantis and Disney, but I wasn't getting that vibe. Like, that's the reason. So he's trying to balance everything, but I think he's, really struggling. His obstacle, being able to have like that fertile new beginning, being able to move forward. And then outcome, he's stuck left in like this planning phase where he's trying to figure out, where do I go next? What do I do next? And then here he is trying to persevere. So that tells us, okay, something is happening. Okay, something is happening. Keep that in mind. I know there's not a lot of talk about him, but, and if you haven't already, could you please hit the like button? Leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out membership. Members, this Thursday is a great day. For Angel members and above, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, I'm doing Halloween readings for you. And then for all members, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing a live Ra channeling where you can actually talk to the Ra, ask questions. That will be fun. And then the new video that's coming out for all of the members today is on automatic writing. And this one is about how to do dream interpretation and communicate with those visitors that we sometimes get in dreams. So I hope that is helpful. Oh, and before I forget, Friday, I will be live on Milu's channel at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then later that day, I'm going to be on Andre's channel, and he's going to upload it at like a later time sometime that day. Okay. I'm reading everyone's comments. They go by so fast. Okay. Tulsi Gabbard. This really didn't get much attention, but I think it's worthy of looking at and talking about. So Tulsi Gabbard, if you're not familiar, she's a rep from Hawaii. She was a Democrat. And then she started saying some very strange things. She's leaving the Democratic Party. But she was saying some things that were sort of Q-based. It's very strange, I thought. And now she did an interview with Tucker Carlson. So you can kind of see where she's going, but I thought, let's take a look at her because we haven't looked at, actually, I'm not sure if I've ever read on her, to be honest. So let's take a look. Tulsi Gabbard. What do we need to know, Spirit? So I see a lot of people asking, will 45 comply with the subpoena? We will definitely take a look at that next, okay? So hang on. Okay. Interesting. So here she is wielding her power, trying to control the situation. All right, interesting. Her obstacle, though, is her ability in the future to work and make money. Well, how does she work and make money? She's a politician. So she is not going in the right direction. She's going to certainly have her challenges. Maybe the Republican Party doesn't want her as much as she's thinking that they do. I'm going to take this card at face value. This is the Fool card. And, yeah, sure, she might be taking a leap of faith and all that. But I think she is taking a leap outside of what she was doing. I don't think it's going to pan out the way she wanted to. We have more to learn about her. And if the video's not clear, just restart it. Like, go in and, hit the little refresh button. So there's more that we don't know. So there's something going on behind the scenes, right? Something is making her, drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak. Oh, let's go out one more. And it's going to leave her feeling very anxious, stressed. So this is not something, I think she's thinking that she's going to get one outcome, but it's not going to be the outcome she's thinking. It's not going to pan out the way she was hoping. I don't know. I just don't see her around, really. I don't think she's making the right decision. So lots happened with the January 6th committee, right? And we found out so much this week, didn't we? So much. And I see a lot of you are asking, because 45 was subpoenaed to testify in front of the House Jan 6 committee. Is he going to comply? What's going to happen? I mean, I did read that if he doesn't comply, then that could be a 1 to 12-month jail sentence. So I think what he's going to do is drag it out as long as humanly possible. Probably try to get past the elections in November, that sort of thing. But let's face it, he is the master of delaying things, right? He has that hanged man energy. Okay, so what do we need to know, Spirit, about this? Interesting. Okay, so we first get the Queen of Wands. So she's very fiery, passionate, enthusiastic. This is also like a Nancy Pelosi card. Sometimes we've talked about how this can even represent Ukraine, right? But I think in this case, he is very passionate about not doing this. He truly does not want to do this because he knows it's not in his best interest, is it? He has so much to hide. And one of the things that came out with the last committee meeting is that he knew that the big lie was indeed a lie. And I wrote down the exact thing here because Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony that nobody had seen until recently, she said that 45 said to then Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, that he didn't want people to know he lost. He was embarrassed and that Meadows needed to do something. He needed to do something. So it shows you that he doesn't believe in the big lie. End of story. End of story. But his obstacle, too many things are being thrown at him right now. Like we've said before, right? He's going to be the most litigated man in history. You know, he can try to squirm out of one thing, but there's so many things he can't squirm out of, and he's not squirming out of the subpoena either. The card of delusion. So he's sitting there thinking like he's going to get out of this and get out of that, and um, just not grounded, not down to earth. And also, too, he's having a hard time deciding what exactly should he do at this point. And then he gets the card of like total loss, losing it all. This is, there really is no upside to this card. So that tells me, yes, he's going to have to participate. He's not going to like it, and it's going to be disastrous for him. I saw a question from Sarah. If I could read on Cassidy Hutchinson, the latest video of her at the committee hearing saw her looking so thin and scared. Yeah, I think that's a really valid question here. Oh gosh, Sharon says he should have Ginny Thomas represent him. Oh Lord. Yeah, like I've said before, I have worried about Cassidy Hutchinson in the past. I really hope she has like around the clock security. She needs good people around her. She's taken a tremendous risk by doing what she's doing. To be that young, she's awfully brave. I think a lot of people her age or even older may not want to take that path. Oh gosh, there's like 500 of you here already. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday afternoon with me. I appreciate it. Marie, that's a really broad question, the future of scammers. So narrow it down to like one particular group. Mercury says she had to relocate and travel with marshals. Okay, that would make me feel better. Thank you, Lucky. Hi, Trisha. Okay, so Cassidy Hutchinson, what do we need to know about this very brave young woman? She's doing the right thing, and here she is celebrating a milestone. And so that really speaks volumes. Even though it's scary right now, there's going to be a point where she will be celebrating the milestone of coming forward and helping to bring 45 to justice and even those around him. So there's something about her being at a crossroads, having to make decisions. And that could very well be intuitively what I am thinking, is that it really has to do with how much does she say? When does she say it? That sort of thing. I think she was someone that they sort of disregarded. Oh, she's just, like a simple intern kind of thing. She's a young person. It doesn't matter. So we'll just speak freely in front of her, completely underestimating her. But she gets justice. Look at that. She gets justice. And if I go out one more, balance and harmony get restored to her life. So this is a phase then that she's going through. Can't be an easy one, that's for sure. But, she's going to be okay. I saw somebody asked if Vlad is going to hit the button, so to speak. Here's the thing. I'm still not seeing World War III. So if he was to actually do that, that would be like a World War III type scenario, right? So let's take a look at that. If Vlad is going to actually go that far, but I really intuitively do not feel that he's going to. It'd be counterintuitive. I mean, I know he's not making the best decisions right now, but that would truly be counterintuitive. I mean, he's right next door, right? I mean, if you know how air works, it doesn't stay in one place, right? Oh, thank you, Sarah Kay. Okay, let's take a look. I'm going to say this is Vlad himself. King of the day, right? King for the day, that sort of thing. Let me see. What was this comment? Right, but SJ, I mean, he could certainly, does he have that special button? No, probably not. But I mean, let's face it, if you're a general under him and you do not follow his commands, we know what happens, right? I mean, everything from getting that special underwear that's laced with poison to having your eyes removed. I mean, we've seen really heinous things. So, no, I don't think his generals are always free agents. I think they're probably scared. Vicky, you pulled the same card for Vlad. Yeah, if you're at home, pull some cards. Let me know what you're getting. But this is the energy he's trying to give off, right? Even though he doesn't have any support, nobody's helping him. He's really all alone in his endeavors at this point. The obstacle, and I think this is really him. This is like actually a reading on Vlad himself. He doesn't have balance and harmony in his life. He doesn't have any peace at this moment. But at the same time, I truly believe he wants to save face. And he can't just walk away. Mercury brings up, how many have fallen out of a window? Yes. I mean, if you go up against him, you know what the outcome's going to be. So that's tough. And his outcome, you know, here he is. And it's interesting because I actually read on him earlier off camera, and I got the same card for his outcome. And so I'm almost wondering if I should take it literally at this point. Not just being brokenhearted and sad, but actually physically having a heart problem that comes up. I do not believe he's healthy. You know, I do not believe he's healthy. So, yeah, I just don't see it happening. I know it's scary. I mean, let's face it, that's a scary proposition. But somebody asked about advancements in kidney diseases. I saw that there. This will be a completely cold read for me. I have not looked at that in the past. So let's see. My cat Annie's father, he has a kidney disease. And he has persevered. He is still alive. I visited him last week in the nursing home. And Annie's hanging in there. After this, I'll do her medication and, you know, but she's doing good. I mean, she still plays every day and she's a sweetheart. We snuggled this morning. I didn't want to get out of bed. Oh, thank you so much, Trisha, for your donation. I appreciate it. Like I say, I always, if I don't give it to charity, to the veterans home, I put it towards new equipment. Always. What has Annie stolen lately? Well, I still haven't found that pendulum. Ah, so naughty. You know what she did? She put one of her toy mice in one of my shoes. I went to put on my pair of shoes, and there was a little blue fluffy mouse in there. I thought that was funny. All right, so let's see. Kidney disease. Where is that going? Okay, so interesting. This would actually say lots of new advancements are coming. You know, look at all these new opportunities, new things coming. So that tells me that they are actively working on it. Hallelujah, right? But there is still much that they don't know at this point. There's still, you know, things that they are trying to figure out. You know, like literally we're a bit in the dark with some of this. So that's the challenge. But look at the outcome. Celebrating a milestone. So that tells me, okay, it's coming. It's coming. I feel like we're going to hear something in 6 to 8 months. That's what my guides are saying. We're going to hear something about the advancement of treating kidney diseases in 6 to 8 months. Whatever that means. Oh no, Mercury, your cat put an actual mouse in your boots. One night, Annie did catch an actual mouse, and I'm sleeping. She drops it on my chest. I am not kidding. What question is this? Marvin, what does it mean when you hear knocks at the door and no one's there? I would leave it up to just spirit. Like, yeah, just chalk it up to spirit. That's You know, they're saying hi. Whenever I have that happen, I just always say hi back, and you're like, okay, I hear you. And just ask them what they want. Say, okay, I hear you. Greetings. What are you trying to tell me? And then tune in. You know, if you're taking my automatic writing class, that's exactly when you'd want to pull out the paper and the pen, okay, and start connecting. What I would do though is, because you don't know what the energy is of that entity, I would definitely do a protection ritual like I teach in that class. Melinda wants to know if there's any positive news or help for teachers in the U.S. You know, they wonder why people don't want to be teachers, right? And look at what we put them through. I mean, it's unbelievable. They need to get more support, right? They need to receive more support from the community, from parents also, you know, because a lot of times, I know that's why one of my brothers, he got out of teaching for that reason. It was actually the parents that drove him out, and he wasn't getting any support. We need more support from the government. That's why now at this point, when it comes to teaching ballet, I only teach at the competition level. Like if they're not gold medalists, I don't want to deal with it, because what was happening was, when you just teach mainstream, well, everybody's child is a superstar, and there's something wrong with you for not recognizing it. And I would say to them, look, they're not practicing. They're not practicing. Their heart isn't in it. Because if your heart was in ballet, you would be doing it every day like I did, right? But if their heart's not in it, then it's not in it. And so I just got so sick of that I only want to deal with the kids that actually are practicing, that have potential, that really want to be there. And their parents, I find, are a bit more supportive. But these like stage mothers that are pushing their kids, that used to drive me nuts. So that's why I don't teach with the general public anymore. Okay, so interesting that this is the first card that comes up for teachers, the Justice card. So justice is coming for them. Things are going to get better. You know, the other thing too that this card talks about is how balance becomes restored, and also truth. Truth, being fair-minded, seeing both sides of the issue. So that tells me, you know, things are going to get better for them. But look at this next card. They're going to have a tower moment first. They're not done. There's more to come. So even though things are going to work out ultimately for them, in the meantime, there's going to be some real chaos. Things are going to get really nasty. And I suspect we're going to have a lot of overcrowded classrooms and a lot of teachers striking because they're miserable. I mean, they're not getting the care that they need, right? They need to be supported like anybody else. But then something changes, you know, so that's a good thing. Something changes. This is the card, Knight of Wands, the card of drastic change. So something changes, right? And so the only change that can really be happening then is from our government, right? That's the change that would be coming. And they get better contracts, better deals. They start to be listened to. So I think things will get better for them, but just know that it's going to get worse before it gets better, unfortunately. Let me just take a sip here. Okay. June, you got the Empress. So that's great, right? The card of fertility and abundance. It's also one of my cards for the US. And with Six of Cups in the obstacle position, right? Because that's about getting enough money, getting enough support, things becoming more balanced. So that makes sense. Scott let's take a look at Biden. Let's see how Biden's doing right now. I kind of always get the same thing for him, that he's hanging in there, in good spirits, but tired. And, you know, I think that just makes sense. Oh, Vicky is using Lena's deck. Okay, I actually have that. She sent that to me. So I'm going to be making a video where I show all of you Lena's deck that she created, and I'll actually use it to do real readings. So just to let you know. So yeah, let's take a look at Biden. And I totally feel like people misunderstood what he meant about Bo, like dying in Iraq. I don't think they understand what he was trying to say, because his son, got stage 4 brain cancer from being over there. I don't think he meant like literally right at that moment, like he died in battle. Um, yes. Oh, who said that? Because I like that photo too. Pam Cakes. I love the photo of Biden hugging his son. Yeah. He cared. He still does care. He cares about his other son, Hunter. I mean, why wouldn't he? He's a father. Yes, SJ, people do misinterpret that Bo comment. I knew exactly what he meant. But it also gives you a little insight into Biden's psyche and things that he may know that we don't. There's a reason he said that. Okay? He really does feel like that's the truth. And I'm going to say he knows something. Okay. So the first card for him, the Judgment card, that's Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn. Everybody's rising up. And this is the card of rebirth and revitalization. So really nice. That's a great card to get. But yet, look at that. Look at his obstacle. He has a lot of heartache and heartbreak going on. This is kind of what I get, with him. Like, there's nothing terribly wrong, but at the same time, like, he's human. And he has a ton of different things, heavy things, that are on his plate. Hi, Diana. But look, here he is, balanced, harmonious, peaceful. I mean, that's fantastic. And then he gets the King of Wands. The King of Wands is someone that has passion, enthusiasm, excitement, a love for life. So even though I do think he is a bit tired and I would like to see him rest more, like I'd actually like to see him go on a proper vacation, to be honest with you. He's not giving up. He's not giving in. He's going strong. That's what I get. He has his challenges like the rest of us, but he's doing okay. All right. What else do I want to look at? Oh, Alex Jones. How can we forget Alex Jones? Oh my goodness. Hi Gertrude. Hi Craig. So Alex Jones, if you don't know, if you somehow managed to miss this, he has to pay 8 of the Sandy Hook families almost $1 billion. And I don't know if any of you got to see the video that was like in live time, like showing the trial and everything. And he's like there mocking it all. I mean, it's so disgusting. Like, I mean, you could just see the parents' heartbreak. When they were talking about like how their children's graves were being desecrated. He has no remorse. He has no regret. I mean, he doesn't have a conscience. So I thought we'd just take a look at him, because now he really can't ever make money again. It's all going to go to the families. Yeah, Candy says he's soulless. Dark, nasty energy. Yeah, Robin says it's all about him. It's his world, and we're just all pawns in it for him to, play with. Yeah, Vicky says he's still trying to take money. Of course he's going to still try to capitalize on it. That's the kind of person he is. But guess what? He can't keep any of it. And I read, if he lies about it, guess what? He goes to jail. So if he lies about his finances, he goes to jail. Oh, Scott, thank you so much for donating. Oh, I love that. Is that like a little corgi? Or like maybe a little Shiba Inu? That's adorable. Definitely the way to my heart is through animals. Okay, so I had a jumper, so I'm going to stop there. 8 of Swords jumped out. How many times do we get these types of cards? How many? So guess what? He feels like the victim. He feels trapped. He feels like a martyr. How disgusting is that? Once again, this is a look into his psyche. This is truly how he feels, I believe, Like, he's the victim. He's the victim, not the people that he victimized. He's the victim. Unbelievable. Huh. Is anybody surprised that this is his obstacle? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. So, oh, Teresa, that would be fantastic to put a gag order on him and just make him stop. Yes, they really should. They really should. Oh, Mad Who, thank you for the donation. And yellow's my favorite color, so thank you. He's going to lose it all. This is the card of like total loss, losing your money, your health, your career, you name it, you're losing it. And his legal woes are not done. Here's the King of Swords holding his sword of truth, and he's going to have to face it. He's going to have to face it. This is not done for him. He's not done. We're not done hearing about him. It's going to keep going on. I wouldn't be surprised. Elephant Wildlife. She asks, will Alex Jones be brought up on Jan 6 charges? I do believe so. Yes. Well, look at the next card. Like I've told you before, I do not do death predictions because we have too many, we have too much free will with our exit points in our charts. And so, but I am wondering where he's not a very brave person. Would this be a way out? You know, because really his life, the way he knows it, is over. It's done. It's over. Will his followers stop harassing the parents, Marie? No, they're brainwashed. They're brainwashed. And like I've said, brainwashing is one of the worst things that can happen to a person because, you know, in all my years of communicating with those on the other side, if when you pass, you are brainwashed, you have to go to like that healing center, you know, that I see like these angels, you know, like taking people and wrapping them in like cocooning them really in love and light. And, you know, it's a whole process. Brainwashing is a real thing and it's terrible. You know, that's why I have such issues with Q. Because it's not good. But also too, does Alex Jones actually believe what he's saying? Because now that we know, okay, 45 was caught red-handed saying, I don't believe in the big lie. I'm just too embarrassed, right? We got that from this week with the Jan 6 hearing. And it gave us a little insight into the real 45, right? Like he doesn't actually believe what he's saying. And so I suspect Alex Jones is the same. These people don't actually believe what they're saying. They're just saying whatever suits them at the moment. So unbelievable. But anyways, let's finish up using the Hocus Pocus deck. Ask yourselves, ask your higher self, your spirit guides, what do you need to know for this coming week? What do you need to know for this coming week? And I'll just give them, even the inside of the box is cute. I love this deck. Yes, I love this deck too, SJ. Love it, love it. I think I'll be going back to Salem before Halloween. Just so you know, if you are planning on going to Salem, they're having unprecedented numbers and they're on track for the first time ever in Salem's history to have 1 million visitors in October. Each Saturday now, they're having over 80,000 visitors. So you can't park in Salem, okay? So just keep that in mind. Now that Hocus Pocus 2 has come out, you know, that really did something to people. Okay, I'm just going to take the top 3 cards. Okay, so here's the top 3. So take a deep breath and see what card's calling you. 1, 2, or 3. And just ask, what do I need to know for this week? Okay, here we go. Queen of Wands. Do you remember that scene when the mother dresses up as Madonna? So Queen of Wands. This is a great time to listen to your intuition. And also to embrace anything that you're passionate about, your hobbies, starting a new business. But being smart about it, certainly being energetic about it, but also too, really listening to your gut instinct as you're doing that. Number 2, the sun. So this is like a time of new beginnings for you this week, where you also may learn some new information. You might be enlightened about something. And so suspect to receive some new information this week. And then lastly, 5 of pumpkins. So it could be a little bit of a tough week for you. What I would say is practice self-care this week. Take good care of yourself. Don't overextend yourself. Make wise decisions, right? So make sure that you're centered and balanced, grounded as you make your decisions this week, okay? All right, everyone, it was a pleasure. Members, you have a new video coming in a little bit later tonight. And like I said, I'll be on Milu's channel Friday, and then Andre will be uploading a video of us on Friday too. And members, Thursday is a big day for you, so check out the community tab, Halloween readings, live rat channeling. And yeah, all right, everybody, it was such a pleasure. Have just a beautiful and safe weekend. Bye, everyone.